Good morning and welcome to The Brief. Here's a look at your trending stories for this morning. Tense situation in Parliament as CBSL transfers taken up for debate. Acting Finance Minister clarifies why a new tax code for vehicles was necessary. Journalists post questions on Prime Minister's visit to Japan. A tense situation was reported in Parliament yesterday when MP Dinesh Gunawardena attempted to raise a question on the transfers of central bank employees.
Senior board members and senior officers of the central bank have been transferred in an arbitrary manner. Because of this, it has become impossible to carry out efficient tasks at the central bank. This chamber proposes that the government suspend all transfers made after the parliamentary elections.
A
large number were transferred because they were in those positions for over 5 years. The issue is, how did they remain there for more than 5 years? There is the hedging deal. You were defeated. You are freeloaders. This is shameful. They went and pleaded from the president to permit them to speak against the government. You have no party. You are like gypsies.
Acting Minister of Finance Lakshman Abeyewardene noted yesterday that the basis on which customs calculates the value of certain motor vehicles was changed, as the previous system caused losses to the government. The Vehicle Importers Association of Sri Lanka says that the new system would see the prices of Japanese vehicles increased by 700,000 rupees up to 1.8 million rupees.
The government announced the new system of valuation on imported vehicles through special gazette notification bearing number 1933/16.
The tax will be calculated from the 1st of October. The prices of the vehicles with a lot of options have been released because those vehicles on the roads have increased. There is no major effect on the vehicles from India and China. The valuation will be the same despite of the option issue. There will be no major increase on those vehicles.
Acting Minister of Finance Lakshman Abeyewardene also elaborated on the reasons for the new system of valuation to be introduced.
This decision was made citing the revenue of the country. During the valuations, there have been major discrepancies when importing vehicles to the country. For example, a full option vehicle will be imported and the valuation will be taken for a vehicle with less options. They undervalue the vehicle. We have informed to value the vehicles on the full option basis. We believe that the country will be able to generate a greater revenue in the future.
During the cabinet media briefing held yesterday, journalists raised questions about Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe's visit to Japan.
Who else has received the opportunity to address the Japanese parliament like that? That wasn't a parliament. Wasn't that more of a committee room? Only the council members were not present, but everything else took place. When it is a parliament, we know that there is a speaker. He must have also been there seated in the front. But wasn't it in a separate room? I agree. So you mean to say that it was a Japanese committee room, not the parliament?
Acting Minister of Finance Lakshman Abeyewardene made an explanation yesterday regarding new paper reports which cited the president's expenses.
In yesterday's and today's newspapers, articles were published over the estimate that was presented to Parliament on the President's expenses for his official residence and vehicles. This has been interpreted that a large sum of money had been allocated. I need to make this clear. The expenses allocated for the Presidential Secretariat for the years 2015, 2014 and 13 have been cut down by 6 billion rupees. The expenses that were at 10 billion rupees were brought down to 4 billion rupees. The expenses for the President since January to August this year is at 1.5 billion rupees. After this President was appointed, the expenses have been cut down by almost 50%.
That's a wrap for The Brief for today. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Joel Outskun, reminding you to stay briefed.